Hey guys, before we get things rolling, I just wanted to let you know that we're doing a bit of a promotion with the folks here at Flock Designs. They make this fun little pithy shirt as well as a bunch of other stuff. They got mugs and stuff like that. So if you order with the promo code Popcorn15, you get 15% off. And then we get a little piece of that. Helps support the show. So yeah, that'd be great. I'll throw their info down in the show notes and enjoy. Hey everyone, and welcome to another installment of Ticket Stubs and Popcorn. I am Frank.
And I'm Peter.
It's Peter. So today we're going to be talking about Nicolas Cage.
Nicolas Cage.
Yeah, he's been around forever, and he's got a new movie coming out, Prisoners of the Ghostland. So I've seen the trailer. It's pretty cool. Looks really weird. Hey, before we get started. Did you have something for the end of the show?
Yeah, I did. I did.
Topic of discussion.
Yeah, I guess it's a simple question, but maybe it's difficult. Who knows? If you were a director,
I have directed things.
I know you have. You keep ordering me around. It's crazy. If you were a director, what actor would you like to work with most?
Okay. All right, that's cool. Yeah, good. All right, cool. Like and subscribe, blah, blah,
Please
blah,
do.
Instagram, Facebook, and all that. And, all right, cool. So why don't you start with Nicolas Cage?
I'll start off. Nicolas Cage, one of that member of one of those big families, the Coppola family, chooses for whatever his reasons are not to use that surname, his family name. He uses Cage. And he's been around for a while because he was able to get a decent early start.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So we've seen him around, and there's a little bit of a reputation sometimes, I think, with Nicolas Cage that some movies, some performances can be a little uneven.
Yep.
In his career, but still with us, capable of good work. I have not. Just prefacing my picks, I have not had a chance to see Pig, which has been out now for a couple of months. I haven't seen it yet.
Gotten around to it yet.
So that's not in the mix for me. I just haven't had a chance to see it. So I'm going to start, though, with Raising Arizona.
Okay.
Thoroughly enjoy this movie. One of the earlier Coen brothers movies. And
it's so zany.
It is.
That's actually one of my picks.
Oh, okay, great.
So,
and he's just like perfectly cast in this movie, and he's got a great partner in this movie, Holly Hunter, and of course he is a big juxtaposition to her character.
Oh, he is so dumb.
Yeah.
He's just
literally. It's like he cannot get out of his own way sometimes.
No, he is the epitome of lights on, nobody home.
You got it.
Oh yeah.
And
it's fitting that they call him High.
Exactly. Yeah. His name. His initials are H.I. He's known as by High, and it is great. He's had his only career really has been a petty criminal and a very unsuccessful one.
Yeah.
And so he ends up meeting his wife because she's now a retired police officer, and that's how she got to know him through prison and that sort of thing. And,
she wants a baby.
She wants a baby.
Yeah.
She sees something in him, and she wants a baby. Physically is unable to have her own child, and so they hear about the famous Arizona quintuplets. Arizona's the family name. It doesn't necessarily have to do with the state, and so they're going to
They're gonna get a baby.
They're gonna get a
They're
baby.
gonna get a baby. Yeah, it's that's a super funny role. He's
And
so good.
It's
in
just great, and he's so. What do you want to just say? He is so easily led in this movie, but he's still
so-
devoted. He's still very devoted
yeah,
to her.
but he's so clueless, and he plays it so well. It's
He
just that.
does. Yeah,
like,
his mouth is open
wide-eyed
most of the movie.
Wonder of just. Just don't like
Yeah.
he just doesn't know
Oh.
what's going. It's so
And
funny.
it's
so funny.
in this other
Yeah,
there's
that's-
the other characters. It's a really just a great little supporting cast. It's when you watch it, it's
Yeah,
definitely
it's good.
Coen brothers.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
it's just marvelous.
What else you got?
He's great in it. Now a complete opposite turnaround from that one would be Leaving Las Vegas.
Oh yeah.
Now, if anybody told me that they would make a movie about a guy losing his job because he's an alcoholic, and then deciding with the remaining money he has left, he will move to Las Vegas to drink himself to death. Spoiler alert, that's what he does. I would say, how can you make a movie of that? It's like, I don't quite get that. Is
Yeah.
anything going to happen? And you'll have to say,
No.
no, not really. He's going to die at the end because he drinks himself to death. You'd go, okay, but is anything going to happen?
Yeah. There's
Well,
no.
he's going to
there's-
meet somebody,
this
but
is-
nothing's going to change.
This is not one of those movies
Yeah.
where he sees the light, and
No.
it's not a story of redemption at all.
No.
Well, not for him.
Not for him.
Not for
Elizabeth
him.
Shue
So
might
Elizabeth
be making
Shue,
a change.
I think,
Yeah,
is
she
more
may get
the
a realization.
recipient of
Yeah.
some,
But
greater wisdom.
he's really just he plays this really
Yeah.
well.
Yeah, it is such a raw performance.
Yeah. And like I said, if somebody just described to you their thing and made this pitch in the room, you'd just be listening and going,
like,
I
oh,
don't think this
That
is
sounds
ever going to work.
Super depressing.
Yeah, like
Go-
how are you
go
going to
watch
do this
Precious
one? And
instead.
and that's what it is.
Yeah.
It's but yeah, he just like leaves it all out there. He
Yeah.
just doesn't. He tells her what his plan.
Did
you
he get
know,
an Oscar for that?
Yeah, he did. That was his Oscar performance. And yeah, he meets a prostitute, and not necessarily for sex, just two wounded souls, and they just
Exactly.
talk. And there's
Yeah.
a little bit of a respect there for each other where they don't normally get it from anybody else. And that's it.
Yeah.
And that's
That's
a
a great
yeah.
job.
and he does so well.
All right.
It's a strange one, but that's the thing.
No, I don't think
Now,
it's a.
not strange in the way like the plot of this movie, but this one is my third pick, and it is probably my favorite performance by Nicolas Cage. Adaptation.
That's another one of mine.
This one is
Ooh.
Charlie Kaufman, and if you don't know much about Charlie Kaufman movies, they are complex,
And if he
maybe
gets the right,
convoluted.
he's a writer, and if he gets the right director to put
Yeah.
this movie together,
Spike Jonze.
yeah, he's
Yeah.
so good.
Yeah. Now, this one, you can get a little lost just because it's a Charlie Kaufman movie. So,
See, I don't get lost.
no, but
don't
I
think
meant
so.
he goes behind the scenes, so you see stuff from inside John Malkovich being
Yeah.
filmed
right.
in the thing, and Charlie Kaufman wrote this screenplay, but he presents it to Hollywood as though he and his twin brother Donald wrote it, so their names are on the screenplay.
Yeah.
So they got nominated for an Academy Award. Charlie didn't tell anybody until a little later that Donald never
Donald doesn't
existed.
exist.
He's just a fabrication.
It's really fun to see.
But in the movie,
yeah,
there are twins, and Nicolas Cage plays
Plays-
Charlie
and I
Kaufman,
love-
and he plays Donald.
I love seeing him play off himself.
You
It's
got it.
It's so well done.
So
it's great
He
editing.
plays
It's so
He
good.
plays both of the twins, and one twin, the Charlie character. Oh my God, he is filled with self-loathing.
Oh, he's just so neurotic.
He's neurotic. He's depressed.
He's
and
awkward.
And he's got this case of writer's block. He doesn't want to be around people because of all of his problems. He just wants to avoid certain stuff if he
can't
could.
figure out how to write this movie.
Exactly.
Which I
guess the Orchid Thief, I think, is
the Orchid
movie.
Thief. It was based on a
It's
New Yorker article.
It was an article
by Susan Orleans, which at the time too, like I remember adaptation coming out because I remember I've been reading the New Yorker for a million years, so I remember the original article. Mm-hmm. I'm like, how the hell are they going to do a movie that? And that's exactly the problem that Charlie Kaufman runs into. It's just like, how do I tell this story?
Yeah,
because it's about a flower, but not really. It's just. It really does go everywhere, and it's such an interesting look at how this writer.
But he does
turns this into a narrative.
He does such a great job. I am always amazed by his performance in that movie.
He's that
incredible.
That's one of mine.
Really
and then
what you got?
And then also leaving Las Vegas. I think I've said everything I can say about that.
Yeah,
that was kind of did that. And then there's National Treasure. I love that stupid
those
movie.
Movies.
I
do love
that.
the two
I like the first one better than the second one.
I do too. Oh, I do too.
But I do love that movie. It wasn't Leaving Las Vegas that we said. It was Raising Arizona was my second.
Your second? Okay.
I was Raising Arizona that you also had, and I had adaptation. And now I'm going into National Treasure. So National Treasure is fun because it just seems like he's just having fun. It's just fun. This movie is just a whimsical play on.
It is.
It's almost a parody of Da Vinci Code, which takes itself a little too seriously.
It's like a little Disneyfied version.
Exactly. And it's so much fun, and it's so much bullshit history. It's just
it's not even necessarily exactly true, but it fits the bill. The way he's able to spin
it's
it.
Like, we can make this. Yeah, sure. There's like a quarter of a mile cavern underneath.
It's
Washington,
been there forever.
It's been there for 300 years. Sure. So he's just great. He's just fun.
He is. He does have fun.
He's just really, really fun.
I agree.
And he's not trying to do anything but just have a good time with this movie. It's just like, I'm gonna have a good time with this.
Yeah.
And it's just
it's
just
not on
fun.
my list, but I do really enjoy that movie.
Yeah.
It's
so
fun.
Those would be. I mean, you grabbed two of my three. And
I was lucky I went first.
Well, yeah, it is. And then National Treasure. So I like those. I like those three. I'm thinking about your question though. If I was directing something, who would I want to direct?
Yeah.
Wow. Do you have an answer to that?
I think.
Okay, good. You
do.
go first. Then.
I think I have an answer. Now, obviously, we don't know these actors or their personalities. How would they really be to work with? Who knows? But if you were to ask me, I think I might. The person I'm gonna name. I'm gonna say because he's a good actor. Mm-hmm. 2, I think he brings a lot.
So that's A and 2.
A and 2.
Yeah.
B. He seems to be respected and liked, so I think that he would have the proper respect to the director to work and to try to make him. And D, or is it 4?
Subsection.
Paragraph 6. No, it would be Brad Pitt, I think. I think I would like to work with him. And only maybe because in the back of my mind, I want Cliff Booth to be the guy working for you. You know what I mean? Or working with you.
That's a good one. It's weird because my mind drifts toward because it's weird because you got to think, okay, well, what are you directing? Like
what movie?
All right. So stuff that I directed a play. I directed this play. I've directed
that play.
Yeah, I've directed you in this play. and then
By
others-
God, for your right.
and then others I've directed in this play. So and my writing is such that it's got a very. I would want an actor who's not going to like go off and ad lib and stuff like that. So I think you'll remember I was very, very adamant about please use the words that I put there because there's a rhythm to
I'm
it
still
all.
getting the tomato stains out of
I
my
know,
clothing.
right?
It's terrible.
So so I would want like I think I would want like a I don't know like a Bradley Whitford. And this is only because I've been watching a lot of West Wing lately. So maybe I've just been doing that. So I don't, but I guess what I wouldn't want would be to go with like the Will Ferrells and, you know, like the Steve Carells, where they're going to do
They would
a
like to
whole
do
ton
that.
of
Right.
improv before. So basically, I would want, I can't come up with names. Sarah Silverman, I think I would like to work with because she's very funny.
Yeah.
Richard E. Grant,
He's good.
I would love to work
He's
with
good.
him.
See, like I was purposely thinking
Jason Bateman.
when you're trying to avoid people who are going to ad lib, I was trying to avoid people who are directors themselves. So I didn't want to do George Clooney. I didn't want to do people
Yeah.
who might feel like, well, I think I got a little more experience than this, or you know what I mean? How
Right.
about that? You know what I mean? For the same
But I'll
reason,
tell
you
you,
just don't want anybody
the best
to change.
as someone who's written stuff, when I was writing stuff for that mystery, like the dinner theater
Mhm.
mystery stuff, there's a lot of drifting into ad lib in those. But I
Well,
wrote
yeah.
a show where the guy who directed it told the cast, it's just like, look, there are plenty of places for you guys to go off and ad lib and have fun, but then come right back to the script. And I, as the writer, felt great about it. It's just like, thank you. You know, like use the words that are there because, you know,
Yeah, it's
They're-
going to move it along.
it's going to move it along and they're good. So,
But
but
there's
anyway,
those
if I do say so myself. So, so yeah, that's how I would, yeah, Jason Bateman would be a lot of fun,
Uh-huh.
I think. Yeah,
Righty.
Kristen Bell. We were talking about her
Yeah,
recently.
we just
Yeah. So yeah. Anyway, that's what I got.
very good.
Huh. That's a tough one.
Well, it's just
Anyway.
something you know. You go, well,
Yeah.
how is that ever going to happen?
Yeah.
But okay, let's think about it. No.
Let's do this. These folks are done at the gym. All right. Oh, that'll be fun. That'll be fun. That'll be good. All right. Cool. That'll be good. That will be good.
Yes.
All right.
Do a little bit of work.
So, thank you, folks, for watching and listening. Check out the podcast. There we go. And I guess that's it. Have a great day.